Let's go.
What is up, everybody? There I am. What's up, everybody? It is 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, round 2 of live streams here on the very first Monday of 2022. Like 3 times today, I've already said that it's 2021. Struggling with that. You know how like back in the day, you'd like write a check and for like 3 months, you'd put the wrong date on it? I'm definitely that guy. I'm going to be the 2021 guy for quite a while. And what a year it was. 2022 beginning now. COVID numbers starting to look like 2020. Really a good time. Really good time. But I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Now, what are we going to do? First, we're going to like the smash button and smash the subscribe button and subscribe to the like button. That's what you're going to do. You're going to do the like thing, the thumbs up. You can't even do the thumbs down anymore. Right? I think they eliminated that. Like no more negativity. Everybody gets trophy. Participation trophies, only thumbs up now on YouTube. No thumbs down. You showed up. You get thumbs up. Nobody can dislike you anymore. Nobody can dislike you. So listen, guys, before we get started, the most important thing that I have to discuss with you today is not Bitcoin or the charts. It's my amazing sponsor, WhaleFin, also known as Amber. WhaleFin is a part of Amber. If you guys don't know about WhaleFin, which you obviously should by now because you've been watching my streams, right? It's the world's best digital investing platform. Thousands of institutions are using them. They've done trillions of dollars. And if you click on the link right down below, which you'll do for me as a favor, right? Just click on the link. Just click on it. Show them that you care. But you get $25 worth of free Bitcoin. You can do basically everything on WhaleFin. You can see it right there in the description, right? You can basically literally do everything. Go on there. You can trade with and without leverage. You can earn yield, super easy. And you can choose your strategy. So you can do it short-term, long-term, using options. Really cool how you can do that. Basically, this is like everything you would have wanted in a brokerage or bank account in the real world where we can't get any yield or do anything in one digital platform app with institutional grade security and clientele. This thing is baller, man. You guys got to use it. Please click down below. Check it out. Do me that favor. But now moving on. So listen, no big mystery here. No big mystery here that the market has been sideways and kind of difficult to trade and difficult to figure out. So when that happens, what do? We do our own research. We DYOR, We do what DYOR. Well, I have the luxury of having an amazing community, being you guys, who can help me do my own research. Because, at the end of the day, listen, I'm writing newsletters every day. I'm doing live streams, but sometimes it's just hard to figure out what's going on. And so I figured today I would just kind of go through my own normal routine of figuring out a premise, an idea of what I think is going to happen. And you guys can just jump in the passenger seat and ride along. Right? So I didn't show up today with like a definitive conclusion about what's going to happen in 2022 or what coin you need to buy right now. That's not my style anyway. What I'd rather do is trying to figure it out and let you guys go through the thought process and that exercise with me. You know what I mean? So I was talking to Mike, my producer, before the show, and I was like, man, we made obviously the title was like what to look at for January. And frankly, like January could just end up being another sideways, boring month. That's sort of been my premise. If you guys followed me, what I thought was going to happen on Bitcoin, I kind of had that joke chart where it's just like a line for like 3 months chopping sideways, right? Maybe that gives altcoins a chance to thrive. But what Mike sent me and I thought was a great starting place was actually here to take a look at what the best 10 currencies were of 2021, right? Because if we look back to the beginning of 2021, if you guys remember, all we were talking about, really, we were starting to talk about some of these coins, but really, we were talking about Bitcoin, right? And a little bit about Ethereum. We were talking about Michael Saylor. We were talking about MicroStrategy. We were talking about Tesla. We were talking about Bitcoin being added to the balance sheets of companies. Institutional adoption of Bitcoin was what got us out of the 3-year crypto winter and got us and what we were really talking about at the beginning of this year, right? That's what we were really talking about at the beginning of the year. And so obviously that is not what we're talking about at the end of the year. So I think it's very interesting to look back 365 days and see exactly what happened. So listen, I've talked about this a lot, but beginning of the year, we had Michael Saylor in August 2020 buying Bitcoin, continuing to buy Bitcoin, Tesla adding it to their balance sheet. We thought last February, MicroStrategy had 2,000 CFOs talk to them about adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet, right? We thought we were going to see that across the board. It didn't happen at all, right? Not even like one more big instance. Just didn't happen, right? I actually asked Eric Weiss, who's the guy who orange-pilled Michael Saylor, that's going to come out on Thursday, why that happened. He said it's 100% because of GAAP accounting rules, the way that you have to put Bitcoin on your balance sheet. At the end of each quarter, you have to report it at the lowest point it was in that quarter, meaning that it could ruin your entire earnings, right? So nobody's really willing to do that. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. So that's why that hasn't happened. But now in this year, we went from it being all about Bitcoin, all about institutional adoption, to very few people really talking about Bitcoin, talking more about institutional adoption of Ethereum, and then talking really about all of Web 3.0, whatever you want to call it, DeFi, NFTs, Metaverse, all those things. And of course, memes took over in 2021. So here they are, top 10 currencies of 2021. As it says here, tokens linked to the Metaverse, Ethereum killers, meme coins dominated. Here you go. Here are the top 10. Sandbox, Axie Infinity. Those are both obviously Metaverse tokens. Matic, you can call that that's a layer 2 or a side chain. We'll call that the Ethereum killer, although that's Ethereum helper. So that's inaccurate, as they're going to say here. Luna, FTM, Solana, all layer 1 competitors to Ethereum, right? Clearly the Ethereum killer, although, I don't believe in that. Mana, back to Metaverse. Doge, meme coin. AVAX, layer 1. SHIB, meme coin. Shiba Inu. Literally, you can take the top 10 coins of the entire last year by performance. This is all with a market cap above 5 billion, by the way. Right? 2 dog coins make it. Can this be taken seriously? I didn't choose these. These are the metrics of coins above a 5 billion market cap. These are the top 10, right? These are the top 10. Exactly. You're saying it should be on my list. This is not my list. This is based on actual statistics, not on what we think should be here, right? So literally 3 categories was accounted for the entire top 10, right? And Metaverse didn't even really boom until the last quarter of the year when Facebook deemed themselves Meta, right? So pretty interesting when you look at that from this perspective. So there you go. Here's the 3 Metaverse: Sand, Axie, Decentraland, Ethereum killers. Polygon, not a killer. Polygon is literally meant to make Ethereum faster and cheaper. Luna, FTM, Sol, AVAX, Doge, SHIB. Let's take a look at the charts of all of those in order. Sand still looks fine. I think that maybe the narrative here, though, where did I get hacked? Where did you get hacked? I don't know. I didn't get hacked. I don't know. Where did I get hacked? One was up over 5,000% snub. Let's look at that chart too. Let's look at one. One's market cap. Harmony market cap. What is it? What is their market cap? 3 billion, right? Not big enough to have been considered in this article above 5 billion. That's why, if you're wondering why one wasn't there. But that one chart actually looks really good. But let's go back. So first of all, the question is, are we going to see the same genres? I think that we will not see meme coins and dog coins as strong in 2022, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Right? I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think that a few of them will still rise. I think they'll do fine, but I don't think we're going to see this like crazy meme explosion in 2022. Again, I could be wrong. Metaverse and Ethereum killers, I think, will be 2 of the main things that we see continue into the next year. So those are worth looking at. So the question is then, are we going to see sort of a rotation, right? Like and I talked about this all year. Layer one, Solana, like booms, right? And then you see the next one, Avalanche, whatever it is, and then the other ones, one, and and FTM and all of these. So maybe we're going from this like sort of layer one 1.0 to layer one 2.0. Right now we're seeing near FTM, which is on this list. One, a couple of these others may be moving after the bigger name layer ones. We obviously had Luna as well. So I think that all of these will continue to perform well, but maybe, and I don't know what they are, but maybe we start looking at like the second tier of layer ones to pump next, or like we saw the big Metaverse coins pump first, and now we look for a second tier of Metaverse coin that could possibly go. But here's sand. I mean, listen, all these charts look fine. All these charts look fine. But they look sideways. And this is definitely in danger of flipping this sort of key level around 569 back to resistance, in which case I'd be looking for a drop even further. But, so maybe sand, like I'm saying, maybe this was the first one. It's had its run. So let's look at Axie, right? A lot of my friends jumped into Axie here near the top. They saw all this hype, this massive rise. And my premise was sort of like Axie had its run. Right? There's less juice to squeeze once you're kind of up in this area from a new coin. And maybe that'll be the case with a lot of these that we just listed. So we need to find coins that are in the same genre, same idea, but are yet to move as much, right? Are yet to move as much. I don't know what's happening over here. Some conversation about a hack. Oh, somebody else is talking about getting hacked. I got it. I was not hacked. ImmuneFi, who cost Matic for the $2 million bounty. Yeah, but Polygon, I believe they fixed the hack, right? They could have been hacked for $28 billion worth, but nobody managed to exploit it. So yeah, you see Axie, right? This is the number 2 mover. Maybe it'll pump again, but you have to assume that Axie saw this because of that exponential adoption, which eventually sort of ends, right? I don't see a reason to dive into Axie Infinity now. I have nothing against it. I have a lot of friends who are farming Ronin, within sort of the Axie Infinity ecosystem. Maybe if it breaks that area, but if it loses 94.67 here, we can start talking about a move down to like $72. But just, not that inspiring at the moment because it already had this huge move. I'm not saying what the next ones will be. Maybe you guys can tell us what are the biggest Metaverse tokens? Mana, Axie, Sand. I guess you could say like Engine, Beta, CEEK. That's the one I talked about. I don't even know how you pronounce it. Keek, Alice, Soul. Maybe some of these that haven't. And then obviously, if we dig from there, we can dive down into like the actual individual games, more like Axie Infinity, Star Atlas. I love Star Atlas, Illuvium, Alien Worlds. Those are the ones I've invested in long ago. I'm already way up on them. But maybe we'll see some of the individual games start to really pan out. Are you guys in Axie? I'm curious. Are you guys in Axie here? Yeah, it's pronounced like Seek. That's what I figured, Seek. But it's funnier to say Keek, right? Keek. I like Keek. Yeah, maybe like exactly. Maybe Hedera Hashgraph gets a big bump in 2022 because it's being massively adopted. There's a lot of use cases for it, and it hasn't pumped as much as the others. Yeah, this is my point. Like people are not really that interested in Axie now. People are playing it, but the coin, I don't think people are that interested in. So maybe Sand is going to do what Axie did. Like maybe this is where Sand is now. And it's going to kind of round out. You see that right there? Kind of round out and then trickle down. I don't know. I'm not saying it will. But maybe the money that was going to come in, this huge pump from Facebook, maybe that was the big move for these. Maybe that was the big move. Star Atlas and Alice. I don't know any Alice, but I do like Star Atlas. Guilds, I think, could be a very big narrative this year. YGG, AVG, sort of as you said there. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. At all. Feed and Arena, I haven't heard of this one, so I'll look. I never Axied really either, honestly. So listen, like I said, guys, I'm sort of trying. This is my mind just working. I'm trying to sort of formulate some ideas here. I'm not I'm not telling you what's going to happen next. Matic, I still think has room to run, to be quite honest. But I've got to get back above this. But so now here, we got Matic, layer 2. Another one that I invested in a long time ago, which I think only has a WETH chart, was Metis, which made a new all-time high, even against ETH. Looks to be consolidating. That's another layer 2 roll-ups. Trying to think what other Mina, ZK Snarks, kind of roll-ups. Horizon, Zen. This is sort of, and Zen is like interoperability meets rollups, like Mina and Atom. And now look, you're seeing Atom is pumping today, right? So maybe we're getting that rotation that I was talking about. Here's Mina. I don't know. Kind of between the MAs here. Nothing too spectacular on that chart. Zen, this chart I like a lot. Looking at this, if it does manage to break out, we should see. I don't know why my charts won't like drag anymore. But it would be something like this, depending on where it breaks out. That's pretty interesting. And this has the benefit of being both like roll-ups and snarks on one, and on the other hand, being an interoperability protocol. So that could be, we talk about fruit roll-ups all the time. I think they're trash, to be honest. I don't like fruit roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups are fruit-flavored plastic that they sell to children as a healthy snack that's really gross candy. So maybe Metis, Mina, Zen, maybe these are the kind of ones that benefit from the second layer, sort of the second tier effects of Matic going up. Right? So yeah, I'm not into fruit roll-ups. But the Matic chart's still just making higher lows and higher highs over and over again. So maybe it'll come down and give us better entries, but right now it still like kind of looks good. And then you get into these layer 1s, right? Let's close all these. Luna looks amazing. Luna continues to look amazing. Just climbing, making all-time highs, retesting its support. FTM, I mean, it didn't come all the way down, but this is where we were looking at. I said the 50 MA was sort of in confluence. Well, you look for $1.94, you get $2.04, right? This looks like it's absolutely booming up to new highs. I mentioned Atom before. I saw earlier that it was pumping. Let's take a look. Yeah, Atom's booming. Should be going up to $44 here. Make a new high. I loved Axie on Thursday or Friday. Oh, I'm a fickle bitch. I don't remember that. But definitely possible. But that chart, I don't know. Not that inspiring at the moment. Funny thing is, yeah, my opinions change. What do we got? You guys are looking at a bunch of things over here.
I want my $2.
I see you, Kev. I see you, buddy. So yeah, FTM I think continues up. I think it's just starting to see its run here. I think Luna looks like it's ready to go. Sol maybe was the first mover and has more downside, right? Sol, I like it, but this kind of has that Axie effect, right? It made it all the way to 259, back down to 170 right now. Vet, I'm a big Vet fan. I haven't looked at. We had a big move on it recently, I know. Listen, it's just chopping. To me, this is just chopping sideways. Got kind of rejected here. It looks like the Bitcoin chart. I talked about this last week, I think. Bitcoin had the drop. Nice little bounce off the wick. Little bearish SFP. I think Vet's chopping sideways, but I would imagine that eventually we do this, just with some time. I don't see why we wouldn't. Maybe do this. It's too broad. And for you, of course. Yeah. I mean, that 23.6 is in pretty strong, obvious confluence with the top of that range. Right? So that would be my thoughts on Vet there. That'd be my thoughts on Vet. Flocky, I don't know. Maybe Flocky and like Elon and some of these meme coins, maybe they get another run. Is Sol BTC in an ascending triangle? Let's look. Listen, I'm bullish on all of these long term for sure. I'm just saying, if we're trying to look on what's going to move next, maybe the ones that already moved had their move and we need to rotate. Is this in an ascending triangle? I don't see it if it is. No, I don't see an ascending triangle here. Sorry. Maybe maybe I'm missing it, but no, I don't. Let's close these up. Mana. I mean, mana, we talked about it here. Listen, I was in from $1.12 and exited $1.50. True story. You guys were here for it. When we were breaking out here, I was like, oh, this is going to keep going. I thought I was going to keep going to like here. And it went up to $5.90. Oops. But that was something I shared in the newsletter and on these streams, like not 2 months ago, literally like 2 months ago. It's amazing. That was October 29th, 2 months and a few days ago. Listen, I'm not saying it is. Not saying it is, but I'm saying it could be forming this. I mean, technically you would draw it right there to be quite, well, maybe here. So I would say this is danger, Will Robinson. Right? And this is sort of like I said, maybe this was the first mover. Maybe they're going to get a bigger retrace. If you do believe that this is a head and shoulders, which will require, by the way, a breakdown, not only a breakdown, but a breakdown on increasing volume. And we have no volume. So any pattern right now without the volume, yeah, I mean, don't worry about the target. It's all relative. But yeah, maybe that brings you back down to here, 244, even 159. Untested areas, 244 has been retested. 159 was never retested. I don't think it's going down that far, but it could. It could. That looks very, very toppy to me. It's very, very toppy to me. I'm looking at your guys' comments over here. I did not cover Cardano yet, and it wasn't one of the ones I was planning to look at because why? Yeah, I mean, that looks like it could trickle down, so maybe the next move in Metaverse is the smaller ones. Doge just looks like shit. It topped. I'm not saying Doge can't have another run, but this was Saturday Night Live. This was the most obvious top in history. It's still holding the bottom of this range. If it loses it, I still think you might be able to buy Doge eventually at 8 cents. Might cut in half. AVAX, Avalanche, still looks really good. Higher highs, higher lows, holding key levels. I think this should still be going to $147. And SHIB, I looked at it this morning, boring town. Maybe that's a breakout. I don't think so. No volume doesn't count. So I'm not seeing the meme coin thing right now. Now I'm trading one meme coin, which was Elon, which got listed on Gemini, and I think we'll have more listings. That one looks kind of fine for a move up to here. Maybe it could still double. I'm still in this, but I don't know. Not exactly inspired either. But this was a massive move up, breakout of this resistance. Slight spike in volume when it happened, should be continuing up. But yeah, I'm not really feeling the meme coin narrative right now. You guys mentioned Flocky. We can take a look at that too. A thing still. I mean, that looks like trash, right? Maybe you pull a line here. But this is almost retraced the entire move. That's not what you want to see, right? Yeah, that's a pretty deep retrace. I think Flocky had its day. Yeah. Yeah, I said Elon looks kind of fine. I didn't mean the person, though. I mean the person. I meant the coin. A lot of you guys are asking about CRO. I'll take a look. Yeah, one we were just talking about. This is in a really interesting spot. This is right at resistance. If it can flip that, should be heading way up. I still think from looking at these charts, I still think that these chains, the layer ones, layer twos, roll ups, all that stuff generally still look very bullish. CRO, nothing's going on. It's just being boring. I do that there. It actually kind of looks like a descending triangle to some degree. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm curious to your algo. Sure. Curious to your guys' thoughts on what you think is going to be moving next. You tell me. KDA, you guys are asking about. Algo's in kind of an interesting spot. Let's pull this all back. I mean, if not for this wick, I would have said algo looks like it's in a big ass descending channel, but I just don't like that wick's placement. But let's, would have been something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the Elon army. The chart looks really good, and it keeps getting listed. Algo looks fine. I don't think I should have deleted that line. This was the all-time high, right? Even though it chopped right through all of this, I'd still like to be above that. It's just a weird chart, really hard. But yeah, this is another layer one that should do well. Right? It did make a big move. People keep saying, like, you forgot about algo. I'm like, not really, kind of tripled. I mean, look where it was at the beginning of the year. 30 cents. Went up 6x to the current price. And at one point was up, I don't know, 8, 9, 10x. Something pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see what you guys got over here. We're all just dumbasses at the end of the day. None of your business. Don't worry about it. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at H-bar because we brought that up earlier. Potential next mover. Yeah, H-bar disappointed me. I remember this now. Oh, well, that was not what I wanted to do because it made, like we just saw Matic do, it made a new all-time high and failed to hold it. Like some of the biggest moves we had this year were when a coin made a new all-time high, flipped it to price discovery and went up, right? Solana, AVAX, all of those. But this still looks fine. For me, I would say, like, you know how I do. Maybe if it breaks that line, we start worrying about it. This might be a bull flag, actually. Let's see. If not, it's certainly similar. Slightly broadening descending wedge technically should break out and target 57 cents. To be honest, CRO, I don't know, man. To be honest, I'm not seeing anything that's like just jumping out and screaming. Like we had these months where everything looked amazing for a long time. I think we might just kind of choppy sideways. Now I can't even. Yeah, Algo likes to have these long, boring consolidation moves before flying. I think that's just what we're seeing across the market. And you guys there's so now I can't even look at the comments anymore, which is why I never generally take requests. Just too many. Too much going on over there. Thoughts on Smooth Love Potion? I don't really, I'll look at it, but I don't really know the tokenomics of this. I've never even looked at the chart. Well, I've heard a lot. I know Smooth Love Potion is the coin for within Axie Infinity. But I don't, wow, is that really the chart? No, I would not buy that. I mean, that's the worst chart I've ever seen. Kind of chart you buy, you get a free bowl of soup. Looks good on you, though. That's Caddyshack. Let's see if it's got a bullish divergence at least. It does have a little bit of bullish divergence there. Maybe that'll pop eventually, but man, that is a hell of a knife to catch. Yikes. Could be bottoming, but like it's in price discovery from here for new all-time lows. That's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. I mean, that's a bad chart. Bad chart. Does have bullish divergence. It is oversold, so you should get a bounce. But that doesn't mean that it reverses. It's actually the first time that there's any meaningful bullish divergence on the chart, right? By bullish divergence, I'm talking about these higher lows on RSI. You even have a little one right here. 4-hour big one, potentially. But like you could see, I don't know. I don't see a reason to touch this asset. Yes, it could be bottoming here. Actually, like you could definitely take a speculative position on a bounce, but I mean, that's bad. It's really bad. Making a new all-time low yet again today. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Yeah, I don't know. Not that exciting. Not that exciting. Someone's asking for my thoughts on Rise. I don't think I even know what that is. What the hell is Rise? I'll take a look at one or two more, then probably get out of here. There's not. I don't even see a chart on Rise except for WETH, so we can't really look at that. Sorry. Okay, so from looking at these charts and from looking at what happened last year, what I'm starting to think is this looks bad, whatever this is, SLP. It's kind of offensive to have that chart on my screen, but I'm going to leave it there for you guys to suck.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Take it in. Is that my thinking is that the next narratives are going to continue to be in the layer 1 metaverse roll-ups, layer 2. So in the coming weeks, we need to find the platforms that are probably going to move next in those areas. Oh, yeah, KDA people keep asking about, and that is another sort of layer 1 play, right? Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Clear resistance, clear break, but rejected here. I mean, it's a massive move up. Bullish consolidation. I want to see more volume and maybe a flip of 14.7. Although at this point, maybe 16.9. Right, which is through here. For now, I think that this is a sort of a support to resistance flip through this area. You got to get back above it. Otherwise, I would definitely look at this at $8.30 down here. Doesn't look bad though. Everything's stuck in the middle of its own range. It's exactly how I see it, Nick. It's like there's all these coins, and like they had that bottom a month ago when Bitcoin dropped to 42K, then they had their bounce, and now they're somewhere in between. And I don't see how you buy them right now. Don't see how you buy them. Coins are still on Earth. They have not yet gone to the moon. I think that's accurate. Yeah. Thank you. Thoughts. I don't know what you guys are talking about, trying to catch up, but yeah, like, I mean, the rotation obviously has been from the Solanas and AVAXs and stuff to like near an atom. Like this looks great. I drew that and it happened, right? Not because of me. I didn't do it. Yeah, there was your entry, but there's an example of what he just said. You're kind of right in the middle between these two levels. Your entry was here, 13.2, not at 15.6. Not at 15.6. Yeah. I don't really have general thoughts on Cadena. I haven't dug in that deep, to be quite honest. Yeah, like Nick said, exactly. So if we had the bounces we were looking for in the last week or two if you were trying to catch the bottom. Now you're just sort of floating. Where wants it, when needs it. That was my Gollum voice. Blah. If you could invest in 3 coins now, what would they be? I don't know. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ethereum, Ethereum. I don't know. Depends. You can't see like that question. What would you invest in? Every person has a different expectation. You could say, what would you invest in for the next 20 years? What would you invest in for the next 20 weeks? What would you buy for the next, if you're looking to take a risky position with upside, everybody has a different expectation. So nobody could ever go ahead and tell you the answer. Which metaverse projects do you find the best? Pick 3. I can't pick 3, but I can tell you the 3 that I invested in a while ago. I bought Star Atlas, Illuvium, and Alien Worlds just because they were presented to me and they looked awesome, and I bought them. But I think long-term, mana, sand, everything. Just get a little bit of all of them. Yeah. Bitcoin, please. Bitcoin dominance. We can take a look at dominance. It's dumping, which is crazy that dominance. I looked at it this morning. It's like making lows, but alts aren't really pumping that hard, right? Look, dominance is sort of breaking this support area right now. But nothing like it's not like we're seeing this massive altcoin boom across the board. Scott accumulating doesn't want to give us his gems. No, I'm not doing shit. And that like idea, oh, this guy is accumulating. Well, if I was accumulating, I'd just buy some shit and tell you about it. Who cares? It's not what I do. I'm not buying anything. I haven't bought anything. I bought Bitcoin the other day at 46. I showed that. I buy like passively things every day, but I have not been trading. Haven't been doing almost anything. Melker Projects Remix. What's up, Matt? What's up, man? If I put them in the background, then I'll get like banned from YouTube because they're sampled stuff. I don't think I can do a whole stream as Gollum. It would hurt my voice. Yeah, the twins with the messed up faces, they died. They got the COVID. They died. What's their last name? Now I can't even remember. Somebody's gonna tell me. You know that dump it. He bought dump it. The meme guys. Bogdanovs. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. I'm about to buy some ETH. Don't have much. I think ETH is a good buy long term. Why not? Yeah. I like that you don't push coin, Scott, unlike a certain show which bumps against up yours. And listen, I mean, there's nothing wrong with like sharing. If you're being transparent about what you're doing and you're sharing a bunch of coins that you bought, who cares? It's fine. Fine. I'm just telling you, like, I'm just not that interested right now. I always share with you guys when I buy stuff. Just not really buying much. I don't know. You talk about Litecoin, all influence or shillings, it makes me hella bearish on it. I mean, I saw that it's being, I wouldn't say shilled. I just saw that, you know how it is, man. One person starts talking about something, other people look at the chart, they start talking about it. Has some bullish divergence. Maybe if it breaks that line, that's on the Bitcoin pair. But no, I don't see anything like stupendously amazing on Litecoin right now. Maybe it's bottoming. No, I don't see a reason to be excited about that. What is your advice for studying crypto daily? I mean, Twitter's useful. I think there's some great YouTube channels, things like that. But in general, like, you know, start at CoinMarketCap. It depends on what you're trying to study. Like, you're trying to study what each coin is. Well, just go down the list and learn about them. But I think that, like, you know, there are plenty of really good resources. I would like to think that you could watch my streams and learn some daily, learn something. But, you know, I don't know. Holy shit, Nigel. What's up, buddy? Legendary DJ Nigel Richards in the house, owner of 611 Records in Philadelphia. Man, I talk about those days all the time, Nigel. I know that you're into crypto now, man. I saw that on you know, being that we're Facebook friends. After all those years, I talk about those days all the time, man. Philadelphia was the greatest place to be, I would say, in the 90s to mid 2000s, basically forever, to be a DJ of any kind. You would go into his store, 611, and it would be like, oh, like, let me go look for some records. And it'd be like, oh, there's like Diesel Boy, you know, you're into drum and bass. There's Diesel Boy. Go ask him. Oh, you want to buy some like acid house? Oh, Josh Wink's here. Oh, you're into deep house. Really? Oh, King Brit's like he's right over there record shopping. And then it'd be like, oh, and also like DJ Jazzy Jeff just walk by. Right? Yeah. There you yeah. Nigel Richards. We are in the presence of musical royalty, folks. Royalty. Yeah, definitely. What do you say? Definitely the 90s, early 2000s. You must let me know when you visit. Yeah, I'll be back up there soon for sure. Yeah, right across from Jim Steaks and from Fluid, more importantly. Yeah, Jim Steaks. Like, you know, you had like the it was 4th, right? You know, like that area around South Street from like 7th to down. Jim Steak, Lorenzo's Pizza, 611 Records, Fluid. Shit. It's amazing. 4th Street. Yeah, 4th Street. And of course, the deli right down behind, just south. Yeah, good. Jim's is better than Pat's and Gino's. That's a very like South Street centric take, but I'll let it stand. But D'Alessandro's is the best, though. D'Alessandro's is the best. Guys, actually, I got to bounce. I have another recording at 2:30 that I am yet to prepare for, but this has been fun. Yeah, Famous Deli. Famous Deli. So good, man. It brings me back. Brings me back. Nigel, I miss you, buddy, man. I'm gonna hit you up on the Facebook, which I never use. We'll reconnect. So guys, that's all I got for you today. I'm gonna now take what we did and I'm gonna start to form some more solid theses. We'll start to get some theses. It's been a pleasure, guys. Please click the link right down below. Amber, WhaleFin, check them out. And other than that, I will be back tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, peace out.
Let's go.